Good evening and welcome to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. We're here at Ashe County, North Carolina, here in West Jefferson tonight with the Ashe County Huskies. Welcome the North Wilkes Vikings.
Number 16, Dawson Cox.
It is homecoming here at Ashe County tonight.
Number 52, Camden Current.
As you see the captains come out on the field, we'll get right into our Dr. Pepper, Ashe County forward keys of the game. First, the defense needs to set the tone. The defense has played great the last few weeks. Hope to continue that. They really played well, and Elkin stopped the run and took care of business, really secured the game in the second half for the Huskies. Our second Ashe County forward keys of the game is be physical. They were very physical against Elkin last week, and I think they have to continue that to slow down this rushing attack of the Vikings. And our final Ashe County forward key to the game is secure the football. The Huskies, with the exception of a few times last week, have really taken care of the football once they've gotten into conference play and continued this winning streak. And right now the Huskies are on a 9-game conference winning streak, trying to turn that into 10 wins tonight. As we see the captains, number 52, Cameron Current, number 21, Drake Elliott, number 56, Colby Baldwin, and number 16, the quarterback, Dawson Cox. We'll get into our Dr. Pepper players to watch, and first for Ashe County is number 16, Dawson Cox. He's a junior, comes in the year. He's got 1,716 yards passing on the year, 18 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and we talked about it a minute ago. He really has cut down on those once we've gotten into conference play. And for North Wilkes, number 2, Jared Church. He kind of does the workload for the Vikings. He's a running back, senior, 5'11", 170 pounds. He has a lot of yards on the ground. He's averaging almost 200 yards per game on the ground. And it looks like Ashe County may have won the toss. And we'll receive the football as we get ready to get things kicked off here in a beautiful night here in West Jefferson. Ashe County will take the kickoff.
And Ashe County will receive the opening kickoff of the game tonight.
As the Huskies come out, as we mentioned, homecoming. Big crowd here tonight for the Huskies. Another player to watch for North Wilkes is also the coach's son, Chipman. He's the quarterback, Cole Chipman. He has 476 yards through the air this year, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. They don't throw it a lot, but when they do throw it, they're pretty successful.
And just an announcement tonight, we will be operating without a play clock on the field.
North Wilkes does come in tonight with a very powerful offense. They're averaging about 35 points a game. First in the conference as far as points per game. And the Huskies defense is really, started the year, they were giving up a lot of points, but they've really cut down on that in the last few weeks. So as we transition into conference play, it'll really be a battle of their offense versus our defense, who on the ground has just kind of shut things down for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. North Wilkes has actually outscored Ashe County. You know, if you follow Ashe County football through the past few years, Ashe County has just blown people away as far as points scored. They've averaged more points than anybody in the conference. But this year, North Wilkes is averaging has 20 more points on the season than Ashe County does. As you hear Inner Sandman get cranked up for the Huskies. And for North, Dylan Church does have 1,196 yards on the ground. Averages 6 yards per carry. He's got 14 touchdowns, 5 games over 100 yards. So they do like to get the ball to number 2, Dylan Church. As the Huskies come out to Inner Sandman. Made popular by a college group up in Blacksburg. We ain't quite got the jumping part down here yet, but it's a work in progress. We talked about Dawson Cox. A key note tonight, number 44, the star running back for the Huskies, Timothy Peterson, will be out once again with an ankle sprain. But last week, in his absence, Bowen Krause came on in the second half and really did an excellent job for the Huskies. So he will receive most of the carries tonight. We'll see Drake Elliott come in when they go to the 2-back set, but for the most part, Bowen Krause will do the ball carrying tonight for the Huskies. Yeah, he had 12 carries last week for 36 yards, but up until then, Peterson was probably had over 100 yards before he got hurt, and it was kind of his breakout game that the Huskies had really kind of been waiting to see, and so you hated to see him go down. As we get ready to kick the ball off here, football Friday night homecoming once again here in Ashe County. Ball is in the air. It's going to be taken on the far sideline up to about the 30-35, and it's going to be tackled at about the 38-yard line. J.J. Manning on that return. So we'll see Cox in this offense come out. See if they can continue to have success on the ground and through the air. It was really a balanced attack. Even though they were shut out at Elkin, they did a much better job of ground and through the air, and Dawson didn't have to just be one-dimensional. He could turn around and hand the ball off, and they had success. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Excuse me, they're going to go 5 wide receivers, empty backfield. Cox takes a snap, looks to throw on first down. He scrambled, got pressure. He's going to take off, and he's going to gain a couple positive yards. He's going to bring up second and about 8.
Cox holds on to the ball.
That's one thing Cox has really improved on in the last few weeks. Instead of maybe forcing the ball on somewhere he probably shouldn't, that time he pulls it down and takes off. It will be 2nd and 7 for the Huskies. Krause checks in, going to go 4 wide receivers. Krause shifts over. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down. Gets it across the middle. It is complete. Looks like that is to 5 Manning once again. And JJ's really come on here he really emerged in the absence of Austin Poe during his injury, and he's been one of the favorite targets of Dawson Cox here so far. Really the first time really settling in and playing wide receiver here on varsity. So we 3rd and 5 now for the Huskies. Opening drive. Cox takes a snap on 3rd down. He's going to have pressure up the middle. It gets rid of the football, and it falls incomplete. It's like they blitzed the linebacker, and he had pressure in his face early. So that's probably going to bring out a punting situation for the Huskies.
Bring up a 4th down situation now for the Huskies.
And with the absence of Peterson, who normally does the punting duty, Austin Poe is going to come on and do the punting for the Huskies. He came in last week in the second half and punted against Elkin, and really has some great punts. And it gets off a nice kick, and it's going to take a North Wilkes roll. It's going to be down there by number 21, Drake Elliott. The Vikings will come out.
That's a good kick.
Drake Elliott falls on the ball.
See Chipman in this offense come out.
And North Wilkes will take over possession at the 26-yard line.
Did he used to punt when he was younger? No?
Chipman in almost like a pistol look. Going to turn around and hand the ball off to Cox, and Huskies are going to tackle him for a minimal gain.
Dylan Church on the carry.
He's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Chipman in the gun. And he's going to fake the handoff. He rolls out, rolls to his right, and dumps it off. And it'll be pushed out of bounds by Gabe Bear on the far sideline. That was completed to 34, Mikey Bell. He is a 5'9" senior.
Bring up a 3rd down now for North.
Plays kind of like a fullback position for him, and he will split out. 3rd and 3, big 3rd down for the Huskies. And the handoff is to Church. And he's going to be close to the first down. And judging from where he stands, it looks like it's going to be close.
Church holds on to the ball.
And he will have enough for the first down. It looks like they are moving the chains.
Near the first down marker.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
First down on the field.
So the Huskies failed to pick up a first down on their first attempt, and the Vikings have now come out and picked up their first down of the game. They shift over. And handoff is to number 2, Dylan Church once again, and the Huskies tackle him right at the sticks, maybe even for a loss, but it looks like it is going to be for no gain on the play. And really, in the last couple of weeks, up the middle, the Huskies have just been so solid. And when they've given up any big runs, it's been to the outside. And I'm sure North Wilkes has seen that on film, so they're probably going to try to get outside more and more as the game progresses. Chipman, empty backfield, looks to throw. And he throws across the middle, and it is incomplete. There is a flag down. Typically when that flag comes down, I don't think it's going to be offensive pass interference. I didn't see a lot of contact, so looks like, both players just kind of going for the ball, so we'll see what the call is. And it will be defensive pass interference against the Huskies. And I'm not real sure about that one. And there wasn't a lot of contact. I didn't really see any holding or anything. But either way, it's a big break for the Vikings. We'll make it 1st and 10. We'll move the ball up across midfield.
After the 15-yard penalty, that will be an automatic first down for the Vikings. They now have the ball in Ashe County territory at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10. They're going to go quick. They throw it out to Church, and it's behind the line of scrimmage, so it is a lateral, and he picks it up, and then Huskies going to tackle him at about the 45, so he's actually going to gain some yards on the play. I think everybody kind of froze when they seen the ball hit the floor, or excuse me, the ground.
Picks up the ball. It's brought down by number 5, Mannon. Second down.
We're going to bring up 2nd, and we'll say 5. North not wasting any time. They don't really huddle much. They get right back to the line. And they motion a man into the backfield. And a little crossbuck play, and it's going to be up the middle, going to have enough for the first down. Looks like that might have been number 34, Mikey Ball, once again. Excuse me, it's number 33, Ben Winters, junior, 5'10", 190, fullback for the Vikings.
Number 52, Camden Current. That is a
tackled by Camden Current on the play. Vikings stay in the 2-back set. They're going to motion the man once again. And handoff is to number 33, Winters, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. As Ron Blevins, the first man through. He comes blitzing through that hole, and he's going to tackle him in the backfield.
Ben Winters in the carry stop again by
good job, Blevins, filling the gap, getting penetration into the backfield.
Second down coming up now for the Vikings.
Going to make it 2nd and long now. Chipman looks to throw, and he's going to throw it out on a screen pass to Church, and the Huskies are right there. It's number 21, Drake Elliott. They're going to tackle him for another loss. That's going to bring up 3rd, and we'll say 15.
Another loss in the play for North Wilkes. It'll bring up a 3rd down now. About 15 yards to go.
Huskies defense coming up big, back-to-back tackles for loss. North Wilkes wastes no time once again. 5 wide receivers. Chipman looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to throw toward the sideline, and it is incomplete. Big break for the Huskies. He had his man wide open. He threw it in between, but 2 Husky defenders, but none of them, I don't think, ever really located the football. So now it will be a punting situation for the Vikings. Fourth and 14, the Vikings will come out to punt. And it looks like they're going to have to use the timeout.
North North Wilkes calling a timeout on the field.
That is their first timeout.
We do have some special thanks tonight. First Baptist Church, big thank you for sponsoring team meal for the varsity football team tonight. Thank you to both.
So I'm sure the Huskies going to set up try to set up a return. May bring a little pressure. It's 4th and 14. I'm sure they're going to pin them deep. So I'm sure either Krause or Manning, whoever's back deep, is just going to put their feet on the 10-yard line, and if it goes over their head, just let it go into the end zone. Obviously, North Wilkes didn't have the personnel out they wanted, but the play clock may have been running down. I don't think you're going to see him go for it here with 4th and 14. Snap is good. Punt is away. And it's going to bounce. It looks like it may have hit a Husky player. Krause is going to fall on it. And we'll have to see what they call. If it did hit Bowen Krause, then it will be North Wilkes football. Judging by Krause's reaction, it looked like it hit him. But
Yeah, it hit him. It's our ball. It's offense.
Punt roll goes to
we'll have to see. It does look
where
like
Ashe County will take over possession.
it's going to be Ashe County football. A little confusion there. I actually thought it hit Krause on the bounce. I think he couldn't really make up his mind if he wanted to field it or let it go. But Ashe County's offense is out, so it's going to be 1st and 10. And they're going to have to run. North Wilkes going to run some players out. I don't think they were sure if it was going to be offensive defense either. And now we've got a whistle and stoppage. They're going to call another timeout here. And I'm sure the head coach Chipman wants to come over and probably get an explanation, because he probably felt like everyone else here that it hit Krause on that punt. And if it does touch him, then it's a live football.
Called by North Wilkes.
Don't really see him going over to argue it. He could be talking with the sides judge. Either way, from here, it looks like it's going to be Ashe County football, 1st and 10.
Around the high school, we got the volleyball team traveling to Watauga this past Monday. Non-conference action, they fell to the Pioneers 3-0. On Tuesday, the Huskies traveled to North Wilkes and defeated
Now we
the
see
Vikings
Chipman
3-1.
talking to the head official.
Last night, an exciting game. The Huskies hosted Wilkes Central and beat the Eagles 3-2.
Cox in the offense comes back out. 3 wide receivers. Bottom of your screen, Austin Poe. He's going to get double coverage, and he's probably going to see that about everywhere he goes from here on out. Which means a lot of opportunities for the other receivers. 1st and 10, they're going to hand off to Krause. He's got a big hole up the middle. He cuts back. He is across the 30, up to the 35. Still on his feet at the 40. He's going to try to get down the sideline. He's across the 50 into North Wilkes territory. And he'll be dragged out of bounds about the 33-yard line. Good run on 1st down for Krause. And you can't say enough about Bowen Krause. He's not a big back like Peterson is, but when he gets outside, he is tough to catch. He's very elusive and shifty, and he's such a small stature for a kid. He's kind of hard to find when he gets behind blockers. First and 10 now for the Husky offense. 4 wide receivers once again. Cox in the gun. He's going to throw on 1st down. And he's going across the middle. He's got Austin Poe. He's going to be down at about the 4-yard line. Poe manages to hang on. It's kind of between his legs and cradled it in. But they're going to call him down at maybe the 10-yard line, which looks like a horrible spot if you're Ashe County. Looks like he caught it more at the 5-yard line and then rolled to almost the goal line.
First and goal now coming up for the Huskies.
1st and goal. We do see Ashe County going to the 2-back set as Drake Elliott will come in. Three wide receivers going to hand off to Elliott, and he is met by the North Wilkes defensive line. There was no running room there for him at all. And we talked a little bit last week, and I come to find out they actually did 2 weeks ago, not 1 week ago. Moved Colby Baldwin to a guard position, and it seemed to really help out the running game as they moved Crider to center. And move to Emery Brenniger to tackle. The change they make really has helped. Cox looks to throw on second down, and he's got pressure and dumps it off, and it is completed. Looks like that's to Manning once again. Dangerous pass. Double covered, but he's just getting rid of the football, trying to avoid the sack. That's one I like to see him just throwing about the third row.
Loss on that play. Ashe County will now have the ball on the 15-yard line or 16.
Third and goal
Goal
from about the 16-yard line for the Huskies. Elliott checks out. Witherspoon comes back in. Huskies going to go in their traditional 4 wide receiver set. 2 receivers each side. Probably looking at 4 down territory here for the Huskies. Cox in the gun, looks to throw on third and goal. He's got pressure once again. He's going to take off. He's at the 15-10, and he's going to step out of bounds. They'll mark him down, and that's a pretty generous spot at about the 8. It'll be 4th and goal from the 8. I just got a feeling Hampton's going to leave his offense on the field.
The ball with a 4th and goal coming up.
Four wide receivers. Poe, the long receiver to this side. Cox takes a snap, looks to throw on third down. He throws to the end zone. It is incomplete over everyone's head. So North Wilkes will take over on downs. Looks like he had Poe, just kind of sailed on him. And it's one of those situations. You get Poe open, you got to try to get him the football. It does pin North Wilkes deep. They will have to take over from their own 8-yard line.
Carter's on that clock all the time, I'm telling you.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Chipman takes a snap, hands off to Church, and he's got a little bit of a hole across that right side, but it closes quickly. Looks like Blevins in once again.
Dylan Church on the carry for North Wilkes, brought down by Gabe Bayer. Good for a gain of about 3 on the play.
2nd and 8 now for the Vikings. Chipman hands off to Church once again. He is met in the backfield. That is Ryan Blevins. And he almost took the handoff.
Church on that carry, stopped in the backfield by number 32, Ryan Blevins.
And that is a horrible spot. I'm guessing they're giving forward progress.
Loss on that play for North Wilkes. 3rd down now coming up.
That's just not a very good spot at all. I think Hampton's wanting to know why. Chipman's going to roll to his right, and he's going to come back, and he's got pressure in the end zone, and, man, that was almost picked off. It is taken by the Viking receiver all the way down to the 40-yard line. Ball does come loose. The fumble's out of bounds. Hard to see who that defensive back was on that side. He went for the interception. And
1st down for North Wilkes.
There's Andrew Peterson on that side. And we'll see him come out and Austin Poe come in and play corner now for the Huskies. They'll see Austin on defensive lot. Seen him more this year. Of course, it's more of a have-to situation this year than it was last year. And they set up the screen to the far side. That's 34. Bell once again for the Vikings.
Michael Bell on the carry.
He's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards on the carry. This North Wilkes team likes to operate quick. It will be 2nd and 6. Chipman and Church in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. They're going to motion one and hand off to Church. And he's going to make maybe 3 yards on the carry. A little bit of a hold, not much. Husky defense slowing him down once again.
Church on the carry.
So far, we're in the 1st quarter, and they've really kept Church in check so far.
For the Huskies. Slight gain on the play. It's a 3rd down now for the Vikings.
3rd and 4. Big 3rd down for both teams. Husky defense wants to get off the field, and you're not really in a position if you're the Vikings where you can go for it on 4th down. 3rd and 4, handoff is to Church on the right side. He's got the 1st down and more. So I think going to be tackled on the far side.
Church on that carry, stopped again by
Drake Elliott. He's had a pretty good night so far. Drake, we've said it many times here, he's pretty steady tackler. He don't miss many. He seems to always be in where he's supposed to be. 1st and 10 once again. The Vikings continue to move the football. Motion man once again, and it's kind of a crossbuck. The ball comes loose. Huskies may have recovered, and it looks like they have. Big turnover for the Huskies. They're going to take over pretty good field position, 45-yard line. And it looks like the Winners and Church just kind of ran into each other, and there was just mishandled the handoff. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Huskies. 4 wide receivers, Cox and Kraus in the backfield. Handoff is to Kraus. He's trying to get away and then going to be pulled down for about a loss of 1 yard. Tried to get away. The guy had his jersey. He was trying to break free. He had some room to that side, but he was giving up quite a few pounds. It's going to be 2nd and 11 now for the Huskies. Trying to get some rhythm to the offense. Had a pretty good drive in the last possession and then got stopped 4th and goal. Second and 11, Cox looks to throw, and he's got pressure, and we're going to get a flag. And it's going to be a false start against the Huskies. That's going to back them up.
False start penalty called against the Huskies.
Make it 2nd and 16 now. And that's going to do it first half. So at the end of 1, we're still scoreless here in Ashe County. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter in the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Good evening and welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. We're here at Ashe County High School, where Ashe County welcomes North Wilkes here on homecoming. At the start of the 2nd quarter, we're still scoreless, and which is kind of a surprise. We really thought both teams would come out and just light up the scoreboard tonight. Both teams averaging over 30 points a game, basically, and we're scoreless through 1. Been turnovers, and turnover on downs has kind of been the story here in the 1st quarter. So we'll see the Husky offense come out at 2nd and 16 for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down, throws it across the middle, and it is completed to Witherspoon up at the 40-yard line. Big pickup, 2nd and 16. That's going to push the ball all the way up, enough for a first down to the Viking 39-yard line. And we've really seen the last few weeks Witherspoon really start to come alive here, making some, we talked about it earlier in the season. No surprise, he had some drops and some balls he'd like to have back, and he's really become more of a sure-handed receiver here in the conference play. 1st and 10, and it's a fumbled snap, and Cox has to fall on it. It looks like he was going to hand it to Kraus, and it's a good snap. I think he's just trying to hand it off before we got the football. And that's the little things that's really going to drive the coaching staff crazy, is those things that you can control and you don't. Lack of focus, getting ahead of themselves, but 2nd and 15 now. Fakes the handoff and gets it on a screen to J.J. Manning. He's up to the 35, going to be tackled at about the 34-yard line.
Pass completed to J.J. Manning.
To make it 3rd and 5 for the Huskies.
3rd down coming up now for the Huskies. They've got the ball at the 34-yard line.
Probably an area of field where Hampton will feel comfortable going forward even on 4th down, especially if they don't have a loss here on 3rd down. Cox in the gun, looks to throw on 3rd down. Throws it out, and J.J. makes a man miss on the curl, and he's going to be up to about the 16-yard line.
J.J. Manning. He's brought down by number
Big pickup on 3rd down for the Huskies.
For another Ashe County 1st down.
They had a drive like this going in the first half, and once they got in the red zone, it kind of stalled for them and ended up turning over on downs. So now it'll be 1st and 10. Cox hands off to Krause. He's got a big hole, cuts it back, 1 foot in the ground. He's going to go in for the Husky touchdown. And we do have a penalty flag down. Looks like it's in the area of holding, and that may have been why that hole was so big. Will be a holding against the Huskies. And that's a tough break. Krause made a nice cut. He put his foot in the ground, turned it back, and went untouched into the end zone. But we'll take the points off the board, come back, try it again. It's going to make it 1st and forever for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw. 1st and 24, throws it across the middle and just out of the reach. And another one in. It's kind of when he's missed tonight, it's been high. That was another one that he missed high. Had the guy open. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 24. Four wide receivers once again. Really haven't been able to get the ball to Austin Poe so far tonight. Go to motion Witherspoon. Looks to throw, and he's got pressure up the middle, gets rid of it. He's got Manning open and just overthrows him. Now he had to rush that one a little bit. He had pressure straight up the middle. Tried to lead Manning, he just couldn't catch up to it. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 24. Go from scoring a touchdown and big call back to holding, and now we're 3rd and 24. If you just join us, we're scoreless here in the 2nd quarter in a game that we thought would be a just shootout. Has been scoreless so far. Both teams have really had their opportunities, just not being able to capitalize.
Help on Poe. Get Poe. Sit on Poe, Seth. Set the Poe.
Looks to throw on 1st down, and he tries to get it to Austin Poe in the shallow, and it's picked off. And he was trying to get it to Austin Poe, just didn't quite get enough on it, and it is picked off. So turnovers once again is going to bring the ball out to about the 35-yard line for the Vikings. Huskies get the ball almost in the red zone and just unable to score. Vikings come out 1st and 10. Handoff is to Church, and there's Ryan Blevins once again. That's probably his 3rd tackle in the backfield tonight for the Huskies.
Church on the carry, stopped by Ryan Blevins for a loss.
And another horrible spot for the Huskies. I mean, he was tackled at about the 30-yard line, and they give him progress 2 or 3 yards ahead. Chipman in the gun. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw on 2nd down, and it is picked off by Miller. He's going to turn around and try to return it for the Huskies. He's up to the 20, and he'll be tackled at about the 17-yard line. And Jacob Miller's really become a pretty sure-handed defensive back here for the Huskies. Like he's had an interception in the last few games. He had a pick 6 against West Caldwell just a few weeks ago.
The 18-yard line, Ashe County will have a 1st and 10 now.
Great starting field position for the Huskies. 1st and 10 here in the second quarter. Trying to put up the first points of the night. First and 10, handoff is to Kraus. He up the middle, and we've got another flag. And it looks like it's going to be against the Huskies.
False start penalty called against the Huskies.
That's another, it's just one of them things that just kind of kills your momentum. Maybe a false start against the Huskies.
Beloved drum major out there.
1st and 15 now. Cox and Kraus in the backfield. And on 1st down, he looks to throw. He's got pressure, and he gets set up on the screen to Kraus, and there's really nowhere for him to go. They get it back to about the 21-yard line.
Number 7, Bowen Kraus. He's brought down by Cody Shoemate.
Big 2nd and 13. Huskies really gone to that screen pass the last couple of weeks. Been getting a lot of pressure, and they've really kind of counteracted it with that screen pass. It really worked well against Elkin with Peterson. He had a huge night on the screen pass. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to take off, and he's going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, Kraus, he could have dumped it off to there on the sideline, but the pressure just got to him, and he took off.
3rd down coming up.
3rd and 12.
For the Huskies.
Once again, the Huskies find themselves in the 3rd and long situation. Seems like that's kind of been the story so far here tonight for them. They'll move the ball, and the penalties have just backed them up. Cox takes the snap, and he's got pressure, and he gets rid of it to J.J. Mann, and he's going to get back to maybe the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It's going to bring up 4th and 11.
4th and 11 now for the Huskies.
Hampton's going to leave the offense on the field here, 4th and 11. Huskies already turned it over on downs once at about the 10-yard line in the first quarter. Huskies really haven't had a big problem moving the football tonight. It's just finishing drives. They really haven't been able to finish the drives tonight. 4 wide receivers post got double coverage at the top once again. Cox looks to throw on 4th down, and he's trying to get it out to Austin Poe, and he does, and a great route, great throw, and it is enough for the Husky 1st down, and that's something they really needed to pick up that 4th down. Trying to finish off this drive. It's going to be 1st and goal now for the Huskies.
It's going to be 1st and goal coming up now for the Huskies.
Drake Elliott comes back in. Huskies going to go to their 2-back set. Handoff is to Kraus. He's going to follow Elliott through the hole, and he's going to get down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. Huskies still pushing at the end.
Bowen Kraus on the carry for the Huskies. He gets near the goal line.
Good surge there. Late push by the Husky offensive line. The Vikings slow to get up. With 2nd goal for the Huskies.
Coach, can't. He's got to go down.
North Wilkes trying to get a player off.
65.
2nd goal, Cox in the gun. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff is to Kraus on second down. He pushes ahead. He's going to be in for the Husky touchdown. So here in the second quarter, Huskies finally get on the scoreboard. The Bowen Kraus run.
First points on the board for the night, 6-0 Huskies.
As we'll see who's going to kick the extra point tonight for the Huskies. It's going to be number 14, Andrew Peterson, Timothy's brother. Of course, Timothy, we talked about at the start of the show, is out tonight with the ankle sprain. And it's a fumble snap, and Poe picks it up. He's going to take off. He's trying to get to the corner, and he will dive to the pylon and be in for that 2-point conversion. That's, I guess, a good thing to have if Austin Poe's your holder. If something goes wrong, he can just pick it up and make something happen. So Huskies now lead 8-0. Good drive. Huskies had several good drives, but they finally finished one off here in the second quarter.
Maybe I heard that number wrong.
We'll take another look at that Bowen Kraus touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay. And now take a look at our Ashe County 4 drive summary. 6 plays, 23 yards, and there's a 3-yard touchdown run from Bowen Kraus. And he got it done on the ground. Good drive for the Huskies. They got it over on the short field and took advantage of it. Peterson to kick the ball off here for the Huskies. Huskies lead 8-0 here in the second quarter. See if the defense can come out and slow down this Viking rushing attack once again. And the ball's going to roll at about the 20. He's going to be picked up by number 34. And he's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. That is Mikey Bell once again for the Vikings. First and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Vikings.
By Jacob Miller, number 11.
Chipman in the empty backfield. 5 wide receivers for the Vikings. They're going to motion a man and hand off on the jet sweep, and Huskies are all over that. That's number 7. Adam Weinberger. And that play just kind of looks slow developing for the Vikings.
Adam Weinberger on the carry. Brought down by number 59.
Kreider in on the Husky touchdown. Or excuse me, tackle. Chipman in the gun once again, 2nd and 7, and they hand it off to Weinberger again, and the Huskies are going to tackle him almost immediately, like Gabe Baer and somebody else on that far side, bringing him down.
Weinberger on the carry again.
Bring up 3rd and about 5.
3rd down coming up now for the Vikings. We've got about
Be nice the Huskies could force the 3 and out here after scoring on their last possession. Chipman, empty backfield, looks to throw on 3rd down. Throws it down the sideline and is over everyone's head. Jacob Miller was probably the closest one to making the catch. So good job the Huskies defense forcing the 3 and out.
That will bring up a 4th down for the Vikings.
Vikings are forced to punt once again.
They're at the 34-yard line with 5 yards.
Be huge for the Huskies if they could put together back-to-back scoring drives. And the Vikings get the punt off. It's a high punt. And a fair catch called for by Manning at about the 40-yard line.
Manon takes the fair catch down at about the 39.
So the Huskies will come out.
I can't see his number.
First and 10.
Oh, it's there's a glare too.
See if they can get it done once again.
Well, it's like white outing with silver on the inside. You just can't tell.
4 wide receivers for Cox. First and 10, he's going to hand it off to Kraus. He is up the middle, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 yards. Good first down run by Kraus.
Kraus on the carry, stopped by Cody Hume.
2nd and 6 now for the Huskies. Cox in the gun. Looks to throw on 2nd down. Throws it across the middle. This picked off by Weinbarger. And he's going to be into Husky territory. He reverses his field, and he's going to actually be tackled back into Viking territory. So 2nd interception on the night for Cox. And I don't think he's seen the linebacker at all. He just kind of settled into that area.
48-yard line.
So the Vikings have some life after going 3 and out. Defense picks up the big turnover. Handoff is to Church on 1st down. He's across the right side. He's still on his feet and finally going to be tackled after the 1st down. That's Manning on the tackle.
Brought down by number 5, J.J. Manning.
Actually, it's going to be just short of the 1st down.
North Wilkes will have the ball at the 40.
Maybe 2nd a foot. And hand off to Church on 2nd down. And 2nd effort looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Church on a carry.
That will be enough for a Viking 1st down.
Will be ruled a first
Good 2nd
down
effort
for
there
the
by
Vikings.
Church. Huskies had a chance to tackle in the backfield, and he just kept fighting ahead. First and 10. Handoff is to Church on the left side. He's got a big hole, and he's going to be tackled after another about 9 or 10 yard gain.
Dylan Church carrying the ball again for the Vikings.
And it looks like the Viking offense starting to get a little rhythm to it here in the 2nd quarter.
For the Huskies.
And they're going to hurry to the line once again. Hand off to Church on 2nd down. He has the 1st down with ease.
Church again
1st and
carrying the
10
ball.
now for the Vikings.
It is ruled a first down.
Vikings really don't huddle. They just get the play from the sideline, much like the Huskies. They don't. Chipman and hands off to Church, and it's going to be a reverse to Weinbarger, and he's going to turn it upfield. And I think he should have just kept running that one wide. You see Chipman telling him, keep that one outside. It looks like he had room on this side, but he turned it back really quick, and the Huskies tackled him for no gain.
No gain on that play for the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 10 now coming up.
Second 10 for Chipman. Fakes the handoff to Church. He's going to roll to his left and throw, and it is completed right at the sticks. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds at. That was number 12.
Pass completed to number 42, Caleb Souther.
Cole. Oh, 42, excuse me, called that. Caleb Souther.
3rd yard now coming up.
Church with the handoff left side, and he's going to run out of bounds. He will have enough for the Viking 1st down.
Runs out of bounds. That is good for another North Wilkes 1st down.
Vikings putting together some 1st downs on this drive. First and 10. Handoff is to Church, left side, and he's going to get a few yards, maybe 3. It looks like when they want to run the football, they like to run it left.
Carrying the ball.
Going to hurry back to the line. Try to score here before the half. Chipman looks to throw. He's got pressure. He's going to try to get rid of it. Throws it, almost intercepted, but it was tipped and caught by Weinberger, and looks like he's going to be tackled inbounds.
Pass completed to number 7.
And North Wilkes is going to take a timeout.
There will be a third down.
Would be big if Huskies could hold them out of the end zone here, although North Wilkes does get the football to start the second half. Be 3rd and 3. Third and 3, Hampton's talking to his defense. Probably telling them to watch anything. They're going to have to, whatever they do, there's not much time, and I think they're out of timeouts now, so it's going to have to be something to the end zone or something to the sideline. Huskies lead 8-0 here at a homecoming. Trying to hold the Vikings scoreless here in the first half. Third and 3 for the Vikings. Chipman looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got pressure. He's going to take off. He's trying to get to the pylon, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's close. He stretched the ball out. We'll have to see what the call is. Looks like he's just short.
Cole Chipman holds on to the ball. He steps out of bounds a yard
He's going to be
short of the
right at a yard or less. It'll be 1st and goal. He did get out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock.
17 seconds to play in the first half.
Chipman empty backfield for the Vikings. And he's going to roll, looking toward the corner of the end zone, and gets rid of it. And looks like it could have been intercepted. We'll have to see what the call is. Huskies come down with it, but did they come down with it in territory? Looks like he may have been out of bounds. I'm not sure this officiating crew is real sure. And it looks like it's going to be 2nd and goal. I'm guessing he come down out of bounds with the football. We call it incomplete. Second and goal for the Vikings.
1 yard line. 10 seconds to play.
10 seconds left here before the half. And hands off to Church, and no signal yet. Vikings think it's a touchdown. And now they've finally motioned touchdown. Nobody rushed in to see. They're going to give them the touchdown. They're going to talk about it. The line judge on the far side says touchdown. It'd be kind of tough. It's a tough call to make from where he was at.
Being ruled a touchdown on the field.
So now the Vikings will come on for the PAT. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Chipman in the gun for the PAT. Motion man over. And he looks to throw, going toward the end zone. It's broken up. Looks like that's by J.J. Manning. So the score is now 8-6 Ashe County as they hold the Vikings out. And Coach Hampton, I think, wants an explanation on that touchdown. And you see Hampton get excited from time to time, but he's going full-on havoc. He is mad, and he is stomping. I think if he had the headset on him right now, he'd probably throw it. And you got to agree with him. It wasn't a good call. I mean, if he was in, it was just so hard to tell from where that guy was at. I mean, if you're going to make that call, I think you need to at least run in and try to see where the ball was. Huskies not got much time here to start this drive, so we're just about to halftime. Huskies do lead 8-6. North Wilkes will get the football to start the second half. Probably just see a squib kick. Eight to 6, Ashe County lead here at homecoming. And is kind of a squib kick to the sideline. Going to be taking that to 30. Looks like that's Kraus. And he's going to take it up to about the 45-yard line.
Manning on the kickoff return is tackled.
That was J.J. Manning, on the return. So at the end of the first half, the Huskies lead 8-6. We'll be back with the second half of the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Good evening and welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to start the second half. As you check out on our Miller Insurance scoreboard, Huskies lead by 2, 8-6. North Wilkes does get the ball to start the second half. Huskies have it teed up. Peterson's going to kick the ball off, get it started here at homecoming here at Ashe County. Kick by Peterson up in the air, taken at the 15-yard line, fumbled and picked up at the 20. And Northwest's got a seam trying to get out. He's got a lot of green space in front of him, and it could be back-to-back weeks. Not back-to-back weeks, but twice this season so far we see a Huskies give up a second half opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Same thing happened against Allegheny. That was number 34, Mikey Bell, who, if you look at him, looks like a pretty big kid. You wouldn't think he'd be able to pull away, but he kind of pulled away from the Huskies kickoff team. Yeah, Peterson trying to run him down, couldn't get to him. Peterson is probably the fastest kid that the Huskies have in open field. North is going to go for 2. Chipman takes the handoff, hands it. He's going to keep it. And he will be denied. So the PAT no good. So those points, as we've seen in the Elkin game, can loom large. That's 4 points that North Wilkes has left on the scoreboard. So the Huskies will see if they can get a decent return. There's one good thing against Allegheny after they gave up the touchdown on the kickoff. They had a big return by number 12, Caden Burgess, in there. Thoughts and prayers go out to Caden Burgess, who is recovering from surgery on his clavicle. Hope to see him at least back on the sideline. They actually had that today, so our thoughts and prayers go out with him. Young man's had a hard time staying healthy in his football career. Can't fault his heart, though.
Yeah. That would be nice. Your battery's okay?
So I'll see kind of return the Huskies can get as they now trail for the first time in the football game 12-8 here in the third quarter as North Wilkes takes that opening kickoff back for a touchdown. And it's kicked toward the sideline. It's up to the 30, 40, and they're going to be pushed out of bounds. That's J.J. Manning for the Huskies. There's decent field position to start this drive for the Huskies. That's one good thing.
On the kickoff return,
See if they can
bring the ball up to around the 40-yard
come out
line.
and get some points here to start the second half.
We do have a 50-50 winner tonight, so if you bought a 50-50 ticket, be looking for that. We'll call our
4 wide receivers for the Husky.
After this next play.
I guess if you're the Huskies coach staff, you can say they had an okay first half. Left a lot of points on the board, just couldn't finish drives. Cox hands the ball off to Krause. He's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Krause on the carry, brought
Had
down
two
by Caleb
turnovers and then a turnover on down. So
second down now coming up. Our 50-50 winner tonight, 827.
Second and 12 now for the Huskies.
827-3807. If that's your number, bring it up to the press box to collect your winnings.
Cox fakes the handoff, looks to throw. He's got Witherspoon down the sideline. He bobbles it, then catches it. He's going to be tackled at the 24-yard line. Nice catch and adjustment by Keenan Witherspoon down the sideline. And he's going to be a little slow to get up. I think he may have landed on the football.
That brings the ball deep into Viking territory. That's good play. First down and
good pickup for the Huskies on second down.
Again, our 50-50
Witherspoon's going to come out. Jacob Miller's going to check in.
If that's your ticket, bring it up to the press box.
Motion Miller.
3807.
And they're going to have to, I don't think Miller's quite sure where to go now. They got him set. Handoff is to Krause on first down. He breaks one tackle, goes down the sideline, and is down to about the 15-yard line. Good run on first down for Krause.
Stopped by number 5, Cody Shoemate. Brings it up down near the first down marker. It'll be about a yard short.
It'll be second and about a yard for the Huskies. Takes a snap, looks to throw on second down, and he's trying to get it to JJ, who does, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Good adjustment coming back to the football, and nice throw there by Cox. On second and 1, it's going to be first and goal now for the Huskies.
Ashe County first down. They're going to have a first and goal with 2 yards to the end zone.
First and goal, Elliott checks in, 2-back set for the Huskies. Elliott takes the handoff. No, Cox is going to keep it. He's going to walk into the end zone. Nice job. Everybody that stands, including myself, thought Elliott got the football, and Cox keeps it and goes in for a Husky touchdown. And I could be wrong. That may be Cox's first rushing touchdown of his varsity career. Maybe his second, but he don't run it a lot. Peterson on now for the PAT. Huskies lead 14-12. Huskies run somewhat on quick. And the kick is up. It is good. This makes you score 15-12. And we'll take another look at that Dawson Cox touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Had some women's tennis action here at the high school. Lady Huskies traveled to Elkin Wednesday for the Mountain Valley Athletic.
And now your Ashe County forward drive summary. Quick drive for the Huskies. 5 plays, 60 yards, and it was a 3-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Dawson Cox. The Huskies give up the lead to North on the opening kickoff the second half and come right back and just take it back as they drive down fairly quickly. Peterson to kick the ball off for the Huskies once again. As you can tell on their Miller Insurance scoreboard, Huskies now lead 15-12. And it looks to be an onside, kind of a pooch kick down the middle. They don't want to give up another touchdown. That's taken by number 10. He's trying to get to the outside and does not. That is Trenton Church on the return for the Vikings.
Trenton Church on the kickoff, brought down by Austin Poe.
Pushed out of bounds on that far side by Austin Poe. First and 10 now for the Vikings. Last time the Vikings offense had the football, they scored right before the half. And handoff is, I guess that's a Church. And he breaks one tackle, tries to reverse back. And he's going to be tackled by the defensive line of the Huskies. Going to pick up maybe 5 yards.
Number 72, Keegan Church.
Second and 5 now for the Vikings. Overall, I think the Huskies have done a great job. I mean, Church came in tonight averaging 200 yards, and they've held him well under his average. He tries to get outside, and that Husky line is going to tackle him for a loss. Looks like that's
Dylan Church with another carry, stopped that time by number 59.
Ryan Blevins, somebody on that far side.
Third down coming up for the Vikings. They've got the ball at the 40-yard line.
3rd and 7 now for the Vikings. They fake the handoff. He's going to roll and look to throw. He's got nowhere to go with the football. Now he's going to chuck it deep. And he's got a man at the 30, 20, 10. He may run away from him. And on 3rd and 7, they go just deep with Church or Chipman looking to get rid of the football. And they find a man, gets behind the coverage. That's number 34, Mikey Bell. He's had a really good night for the Vikings. And with Wilkes now leads 18-15.
We're still looking for a 50-50 winner. 827-3807, the winning ticket. If that is yours, bring it to the press box. 827-3807.
North Wilkes will go for 2 once again. Chipman looks to throw on the slant, and it's completed. So they get their first conversion of the night, and they now lead by 5, 20-15.
2-point conversion.
So at halftime, the score was 6-8, and we talked about not much scoring. These two teams who like to put up a lot of points, and here to start the third quarter, that's kind of changed. It's now 20-15, and we're putting up points left and right. See if the Huskies can get another good return. The last few returns they've had have given them decent field position. Huskies really got things done on that last drive through the air. Cox hit Witherspoon down the sideline, and then Manning on a couple, and then he ran it in himself. Kick is in the air, and it's going to be taken about the 21-yard line. Poe picks up the fumbled return, and he's going to get it to about the 30. Tried to get it outside and just couldn't get to the outside. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 30-yard line for the Huskies offense.
Brought down by number 63, Hunter Shoemake.
Huskies trail 15-20. Here in the third quarter, Cox brings the offense back out once again. 4 wide receivers. Looks to throw on 1st down. He's got pressure, throws the out, and is just out of the reach of J.J. Manning. He's trying to get him on the out route.
Number 5, J.J. Manning, incomplete.
Bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies. Cox hands it off to Kraus on 2nd down, and if he hadn't got tripped up by number 5, he had a lot of green grass and blockers in front of him. He gets out the outside, and it may have been hard for him to catch him. But good pickup on 2nd down. Is going to bring up 3rd
Third down coming
And
up now
3.
for the Huskies.
Cox looks to throw on third down, and it's just out of the reach of Witherspoon.
Back him up 1 yard.
And looks like the Huskies punt team's going to have to come out.
Complete. We'll bring up a fourth down situation for Ashtown.
Mike, go back.
The Huskies trailing by 5 here in the third quarter. This is really I guess you could say an unfamiliar territory. They haven't really trailed much in the last few games. And their offense just kind of stalls out here in this drive. Austin Poe back to punt for the Huskies. High floating snap. Poe with all kinds of time to get rid of it. And he gets off a booming punt. And it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Really flipped the field position for the Huskies.
Punt rolls down to about the 19-yard line.
So now the Vikings offense come out and work with a 5-point lead. Feel like they're really going to try to keep the ball on the ground. Full house backfield for the Vikings. Handoff is to Church. He's got blockers, but really nowhere for him to go, as the Huskies defense did a good job of closing everything up.
Church on the carry, stopped by number 27, Gabe Bayer.
Gabe Bayer on the tackle for the Huskies.
Gained about 3 on the play.
Really can't say enough about those 2 linebackers for the Huskies, Bayer and Blevins. They fill so many gaps and just kind of run downhill, make so many tackles. Second and 8 now for the Vikings. Chipman looks through, he pumps, fakes, got a man down the sideline. And it's complete at the 50 and finally pushed out of bounds by Peterson on that far side.
Pass completed to number 7, Adam Weinbarger.
And Peterson just got beat on that far sideline on the pump and go by North Wilkes.
At the 46-yard line.
We'll see Peterson check out and Austin Poe check back in. Peterson had a rough night in coverage, but he's had a pretty good year as a sophomore out there at corner. And the Huskies defensive line tackles him in the backfield. Big stop on first down. Really going to put North Wilkes behind the chains.
Ben Winters on the carry, brought down by number 56, Colby Baldwin.
Baldwin in on the tackle for the Huskies.
The Vikings, they're back in their own territory.
Second and 16 now for the Vikings.
For North Wilkes.
Fakes the handoff. He's going to roll left and throw, and it's going to be completed. And good pickup of about 7 yards on second down. Bring up third and about 9 for the Vikings.
Pass completed to Caleb Southern.
See Pennington check in for the Vikings, or excuse me, for the Huskies. They motion Church out. Fake it. They're going to throw across the middle. He's got a man, and it is tipped and maybe intercepted. Austin Poe comes up with the football, and it is interception for the Huskies. That is a huge break on the turnover for the Huskies. It was hard to tell. You know, we're a long ways away, but it's hard to tell. It looked from here like he come down the football and kind of made a one-handed interception. So Huskies offense will take over first and 10. See if they can get something going here in the third quarter. Four wide receivers. Poe, the lone receiver, to the top. Krause and Cox in the backfield. Handoff is to Krause on first down. He tries to get outside. He breaks one tackle, and he's only going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
Going Krause on the carry. Stopped by number 8, Tristan Walker. Gained about 3 yards that time.
Picks up 3 to be second and 7. Looks like North Wilkes maybe bringing some pressure up the middle, and it's a good time to set up the screen. The Huskies do. And, man, if he could just break one tackle right there, he's got a lot of grass in front of him.
That's completed to J.J. Manning. He's brought down by Cody Shoemake.
And it's Witherspoon getting slow to get up once again.
That brings the ball very near the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and a yard.
It'll be 3rd and short now for the Huskies. I think Hampton wants a measurement. He's close to throwing that headset. Hampton's just not been, and no one on the Husky sideline is really, this side has been happy with the officiating tonight. It's not been the best effort tonight from the officials. We are going to get a measurement, it looks like. It's going to be close. Stretch chain out. Looks like they got it by the nose of the football. Will be Husky 1st down.
And that is Wilkes, 1st down on the field.
I think Hampton gave him a very sarcastic thank you. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Huskies. 4 wide receivers, Cox and Krause in the backfield. And he gets it out to Manning on the screen on 1st down. He gets down the sideline, going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
He's pushed out of bounds by Chris Kimmel.
Looks like it will be enough for a 1st down.
Very close to another 1st down for the Huskies.
And looks like North Wilkes is going to take a timeout. Oh, they're moving the sticks. Okay. I thought we'd already determined it was a 1st down. It is 1st down for the Huskies. 2-back set. Cox in the gun, looks to throw on 1st down. Gets it out to J.J. Manning on a comeback route, and it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Good timing route there by the Huskies.
But that brings the ball up to the 47-yard line or so. That's good for another Ashe County 1st down.
This will be 1st and 10 now for the Huskies from the 47-yard line. Cox in the gun, hands off to Krause on 1st down, and he's going to fight for yardage, but he's only going to get about maybe 1 or 2 yards.
Krause on the carry, brought down by several North Wilkes defenders. Bringing up near the midfield line, will be a 2nd down coming up now for the Huskies.
2nd down now for the Huskies. Late in the 3rd quarter, Huskies trail by 5, 15-20. Cox in the gun. Fakes the handoff, gets it out on the screen, and he's got room to run. He's up past the 1st down and more. That's Witherspoon once again. Witherspoon's had a good night tonight. Brought down by Souther.
They've got it on the 40-yard line with another 1st down.
Cox in the gun on 1st down. The Huskies going to work quickly here. Looks to throw on 1st down. Gets it out and completed. That is to Witherspoon once again. That's nice back-to-back catches for Witherspoon.
He's brought down by Chris Kimmel, but that's good for another. Ashe County first down.
Will be a first down once again for the Huskies. That's back-to-back pickups, a first down for Witherspoon.
28-yard line, right?
Cox takes a snap on first down, hands it off to Krause, and he's met in the hole by number 5. That's Cody Shoemate going up from his linebacker spot, makes the tackle. Second and 10 now for the Huskies. They stay in the 2-back set. Cox looks to throw on second down, and he's throwing it out to Poe, and just didn't get quite enough on it. Poe had his man beat. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. I feel like it's probably a spot where, unless there's a big loss, Hampton would probably go for it, especially trailing by 5. Third and 10, Cox in the gun. Looks to throw on third down. He's got time. He's going to run out to his right, throw back across his body, and it's completed to Austin Poe. He's going to fight for yards, but it was a dangerous throw by Cox. It's one of those that just scare you to death.
Pass completed to Austin Poe. Good for about 6 yards. It's a 4th down.
4th and 4 now for the Huskies. Big 4th down. Going to try to keep this drive alive. Fourth down, Cox in the gun. Krause to his right. Looks to throw, and it's completed. Nice catch. I think that's Manning on that far sideline. He went down and got that one. Good throw by Poe. He put it where only Manning could catch it, but it was really nice catch in coverage by JJ. And it'll keep this drive alive. It'll be 1st and 10 once again for the Huskies. Cox hands off to Krause on first down. He's met in the backfield by 2 North Wilkes defenders, and Krause gets up. He ain't happy.
Krause on the carry brought down by number 51, Dylan Bowen.
2nd and 12 now, loss of 2 on the play. And it looks like Huskies are going to take a timeout. So you don't see them do a whole lot. They like to say those timeouts. I think they just didn't have the right personnel or something they want to talk about. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Huskies trail by 5. 20-15 here in the 3rd quarter.
The following people tonight, or following groups, for supporting the Huskies. We got the First Baptist Church, who sponsored the team meal.
Huskies try to keep this drive alive. They some big pickups. Had a big pickup on 4th down a minute ago. And it's kind of been, it's not been one of those games where they've kind of, their offense kind of stalled once they've got into the red zone.
Helping out the Husky football program.
As we see Coach Piscopo getting the play call. So it'll be 2nd and 12. Ball on about the 15-yard line. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw on 2nd down, and he throws it out, and it is completed in the end zone. Is that Ballard on the touchdown catch for the Huskies? Nice route, good throw. And he kind of lofted up there. I wasn't sure who he was throwing it to, but he got to Ballard on the touchdown.
He's able to reel that in for Ashe County Touchdown.
See Peterson come back out for the PAT.
Andrew Peterson coming up for the extra point.
Huskies now lead 21-20. See if they can make it 22. The kick is up, and it is good. So Huskies now lead 22-20. We'll take another look at that Cox to Ballard touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Minute 27 to play in the third quarter.
So we'll take a look at the Ashe County 4 drive summary. Nice long drive for the Huskies. They went 89 yards in 13 plays, and it was a 15-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Cox to Thomas Ballard. So that touchdown from Cox to Ballard. Huskies now lead 22-20 here late in the third quarter. Peterson come on to kick the ball off for the Huskies. Good drive, good long drive by the Huskies and put some points, take this lead back. Now lead by 2. So it's been a great game here, and it's an onside kick, I think, by the Huskies, and looks like North Wilkes recovered. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be an onside kick. It almost looked like he missed the football.
Kickoff return, or kickoff recovered rather, by number 51, Dylan Boland.
So to give the Vikings great starting field position on the 45-yard line.
So have it at their own 45-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff is to Church, and he's got a huge hole in that left side. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's going to be just short.
Church on the carry, stopped by number 21, Drake Elliott.
Again, he's gotten his yards tonight, not the yards he's used to, but he hadn't had those big chunk plays like he's had in the previous weeks, and the Huskies have really kept him under his average. Hand off to Church, the left side once again. He's got blockers. He is down the sideline, cuts it back. He's across the 30, and he's going to be tackled about the 27-yard line.
Church on the carry, stopped that time by King
3rd and 1. He picks up the first down and a lot more.
First down for North Wilkes. They bring it into Ashe County territory.
See this running game of the Vikings starting to get a little rhythm. He's going to run it to the right side, cuts it back, and some tough yards up the middle. He's still going to pick up maybe 8 yards.
Church on the carry, tripped up by Drake Elliott.
Elliott on the tackle for the Huskies. Vikings work quick. They're back, ready to go. 2nd and 2. Handoff is to Church, left side. He likes that left side. He's got a huge hole. He's going to be down to about the 10-yard line.
Church on the carry, wrapped up that time by Austin Poe. That's good for a first down for North Wilkes.
And they're going to hustle back to the line once again. First and 10. Chipman takes a snap, hands it to Church. He goes left side, and he's still fighting for yardage. He's down to about the 2-yard line, and call him just short of the goal.
Church on the carry, brings the ball down near the goal line.
He wasn't short by much, and this hurry-up offense has really created some problems here for the Huskies. It looks like there is an injured Viking player, and I think that could be number 2, Dylan Church. They take a look at Church. It'll be 1st and goal when they come back out. Huskies with a slim 2-point lead. 1st and goal. It'll be hard to keep North Wilkes out from that close. I mean, ball's on about just across the 1-yard line. Other area games going on tonight. There's a big game as far as Mountain Valley Conference is concerned down. I think it's at Wilkes Central, between Wilkes Central and Elkin. It's kind of for Wilkes Central is undefeated in the conference going into tonight, as well as Ashe County. So both these games have huge implements as far as Mountain Valley Conference is concerned. Right now, Elkin is leading in that game. So as we're about to end the third quarter here, will be first and goal. Probably be winding the clock once they get this ball spotted and ready for play. So we may not even snap the ball here. First and goal. We'll see if we even run a play here in this third quarter. They're calling a face mask against Ashe County, so that will move the ball up matter of feet, but they're going to wind it. I don't know if North is even going to get off a play, and that will do it for the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Huskies lead by 2. North Wilkes is knocking on the door. We're back for the fourth quarter in the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Welcome back to Sky Zone HD Game of the Week here in West Jefferson, Ashe County High School. We're at Husky Stadium where the Huskies lead 22-20. North Wilkes is knocking on the door. It will be first and goal from about the 1-foot line for the Vikings. It's a tough task for this Husky defense trying to keep out this North Wilkes Vikings offense at first and goal from the 1-foot line. A lot of points put up in that third quarter. The score at halftime was only 8-6. Huskies now lead 22-20. North Wilkes about to add to that score. Handoff is number 33. Ben Winters, he's in for the Viking touchdown.
Ben Winters is able to run the ball across the goal line. That's good.
North Wilkes now leads 26-22.
26-22.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to go for 2 here. These 2-point conversions have been huge tonight. Huskies have stopped them twice. And handoff to Church, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So now it's 28-22. And he looks to be okay after he got hurt there at the end of the third quarter. He was not slowed down at all.
The fourth quarter gets underway. And if you've been holding out, waiting on the concession stand.
Huskies will trail here in the fourth quarter,
only $1.
28-22.
At the concession stand.
And I don't know if they've trailed in the fourth quarter since maybe the High Brighton game. It's been a while since the Huskies have trailed it going into the fourth quarter. North Wilkes to kick off. Once again. I'm trying to hold to that 2-point lead. Number 10, Trenton Church, who kicks it deep, kicks it to the sideline. And a nice return by the Huskies. It's up to about the 47 or 48-yard line. I think it's J.J. Manning on the return for the Huskies. There's a flag down. Been a lot of flags tonight. Anytime you see a flag on the return, it's usually a block in the back somewhere. That'll back the Huskies up because it will be from the spot of the foul. It's going to be a holding against the Huskies. So negate the good field position.
Holding penalty called against Ashe County. We'll move them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So they're going to have it over at the 28-yard line. First and 10, 4 wide receivers for Cox. And he's going to hand it off on first down. Krause is trying to get to the outside. Big block by Austin Poe on that side. He really freed him up going to come around this outside, and it was a big, kind of almost a crackback block by Poe. Of course, with all the safety rules they have these days, that's a dangerous block to make. Second and 4 now for the Huskies. Cox looks to throw on second down, and he's going down post and just incomplete. Trying to get it to J.J. Manning. Make it 3rd and 4 now. Four wide receivers once again for the Huskies. Going to move Ballard to the left side. Poe, the lone receiver, to the boundary side.
Get up there, Ben. Get up there, Ben.
Cox in the gun, looks to throw on 3rd down and tries to get it out to Krause, and it's almost intercepted once again. Man, that's a dangerous throw. 4th down, looks like the Huskies punt team's going to come out. A lot of football still here to play in the 4th quarter. That was a conversion the Huskies would like to have made on 3rd down. 4th and 4, Austin Poe back to punt for the Huskies.
Get Adam outside. Get Adam outside. Adam, get outside.
Huskies run one off late. I think they wanted Adam to get outside there. Poe with all kinds of time to punt, and gets off a great punt. And it's going to take a Husky bounce. And going to be running out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Vikings offense will take over, leading by 2 here in the 4th quarter. Probably see a big dose of Dylan Church on this series. Chipman in the gun. One receiver split out. Takes a snap, hands it off to Church at right side. And he's going to be tackled after a gain of about 3 maybe. Huskies defense needs to really come up with a stop. Don't want them to add on more points here late in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7 now for the Vikings. Fake the handoff to Church. They're going to throw for it, and it's picked off. That is J.J. Manning. He's going to return it down the left sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. J.J. Manning coming up with the interception for the Huskies. That's a big turnover there for the Huskies defense. That really kind of surprised me. The 2-point lead, even for North Wilkes, as well as they run the football, you think they would just kept it on the ground.
Man up, coach. Man.
Two-back set for the Huskies, 1st and 10. Cox takes a snap, hands off to Kraus, and he's going to get through on that right side and going to pick up good yardage on 1st down.
Brought down by number 40, Caleb Buck. Only about 5 on the play.
2nd and 5 now. Huskies trailing trailing 28 to 22. Cox takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Elliott, gets it out on the screen to Austin Poe. He's got blockers in front of him, makes one that 2 guys miss, spins back, still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line. Austin Poe, he had a lot of catches tonight, but that's a big catch for this Husky offense. He's had double coverage most of the night. Real close to springing that one in for a Husky touchdown. Does pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Handoff is to Kraus on 1st down. He's trying to break loose, and he's going to get to about the 10-yard line. One of the Viking defensive linemen had him by the ankle.
Kraus on the carry, stopped by number 64, Cole Edwards.
2nd 8 now for the Huskies. Two-back set once again. Cox looks to throw. And he's going to pull it down. He's going to take off. He's at the 5-4. He's going to be tackled at about the 3-yard line. Good job by Cox picking up some positive yards. Going to bring up, looks like 1st and goal.
And that'll be ruled a 1st down for the Huskies. 1st and goal coming up now from the 2-yard line.
1st and goal. Cox in the gun, 2-back set once again. Handoff is to Kraus, then Cox decides to keep it. I'm not even real sure who had the football there. Those run pass RPOs, and I think Cox kept it. Maybe a gain of 1. 2nd and goal. Huskies stay with a 2-back set. Elliott and Kraus in the backfield with Cox. Handoff is to Kraus, and he pushes his way ahead. Now the whole Husky line is going to push, and no signal. Looks like he's going to be down. Still, again, not a great spot. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, go. Mike will say Mike will step across the goal line and turn around and throw.
3rd and goal. Huskies trail 28-22. 4th quarter here at Husky Stadium. Cox takes a snap on 3rd down. He's going to hand it off to Drake Elliott, and he is in for the Husky touchdown. Drake Elliott ties this ball game at 28. And that could be Elliott's 1st touchdown as a Husky. He don't get to carry the football a lot, but with the injury to Peterson, he's got to carry the football, and he's in for his 1st touchdown. He has tied the game at 28 as Andrew Peterson comes on to kick for the Huskies.
Yeah, we need it.
Snap, the hold, the kick is good. Peterson's been good on the extra points tonight. And the Huskies with a slim lead, 29-28. And we'll take another look at that Drake Elliott touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
And we would like to recognize we do have some JV cheerleaders down there tonight, along with the varsity cheerleaders.
And now we'll take a look at our Ashe County 4 drive summary. 7 plays, 29 yards. It is a 1-yard run from Drake Elliott. And just a good drive to take the lead back for the Huskies after the J.J. Manning interception. So now after that Ashe County Ford drive summary, your Huskies lead 29-28.
Joining the varsity cheerleaders down there on the sidelines tonight.
Peterson set to kick the ball off. See if the Huskies decide to squib it once again. And it is a onside kind of squib kick. And it's going to give North Wilkes great field position. They're going to take over the 48-yard line. Almost gives them the ball at midfield. Chipman brings his offense out, trailing by 1, 1st and 10. Handoff is to Church, right side, and he breaks through, and somebody held on. Luckily, I think he was trying to break free and get it into the secondary.
Church on the carry, brought down by 21, Drake Elliott.
Drake Elliott, and looks like maybe Colby Baldwin. Vikings quick to the line. 2nd and 5, the handoff to Church. Football comes loose. Huskies may have got onto it. There's a penalty flag down.
Ball comes loose. There is a flag on the field.
Gabe Elliott come up, or gosh, Gabe Bayer come up with the football. And now they're going to conference it. Talk about it. Huskies are clapping, so it's a good sign for the Husky fans. Face mask against North. That's declining. Will be Husky football. Big turnover for the Husky defense. Huskies at the turnover. Now they lead 29-28 to try to add to this lead. Been a lot of turnovers in tonight's game. First and 10, Cox in the gun. Handoff is to Krause on 1st down. He makes a couple guys miss. He's going to pick up good yardage on 1st down. Good hard run by Bowen Krause.
Krause on the carry. Wrapped up by number 33, Ben Winters.
2nd and about
2nd down now for the
5.
Huskies. They're in North Wilkes territory at the 46-yard line.
Huskies in no hurry here with the lead in the 4th quarter. Cox takes a snap on 1st down, fakes the handoff to Krause. He's got pressure, and it was almost picked off. Man, the Huskies are fortunate there. That was number 5, Cody Shoemate, who should have had the interception. It went through his hands. We got 3rd and 5 now. Huskies real fortunate. Third and 5, 4 wide receivers. We're going to motion Witherspoon. And looks to throw on 3rd down. It's completed on the far side. He breaks free. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That was J.J. Mann on the far sideline. And he doesn't step out of bounds. He may go for a Husky touchdown. Either way, it's still a good pickup for first down for the Huskies. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Oh, he's smart.
Hand off to Kraus on first down. Big hole, cuts it back. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Big run on first down by Kraus. Good job of that Huskies offensive line. It was a huge hole for him to run through.
North Wilkes defenders, he brings it down near the goal line. That's good for another Ashe County first down. They got a 1st and 10 coming up from the 3-yard line.
1st and goal from the 3 now for the Huskies. They go back to the 2-back set. Handoff is to Drake Elliott, and he's going to be close to a touchdown. I think he's just short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Drake trying to add on, get his 2nd touchdown here tonight. Second and goal from real short, just across the 1-yard line. Handoff is to Elliott once again. He's going to be in for the Husky touchdown. Drake Elliott in for his 2nd touchdown on the night, and his 2nd touchdown of the year. Gives the Huskies a lead 35-28.
Score 35-28, Ashe County.
Steve Peterson come on for the PAT.
Off the field.
All right. Come on, Andrew.
The snap is fumbled once again. Austin Post just going to pick it up. He's going to hit the 5, the 4. He's going to dive in for the pylon. No signal now. The back judge says he's in. And then the judge from the sideline says he wasn't. So we'll have to let them talk about it. Witherspoon's going to go in there and give him his opinion. So we'll just have to see which official pulls rank here. It's not been the best of officiating tonight. I think they're telling Hampton needs to get back to the 25-yard line. I think he just wants them to hear his side of things. And they're taking a long time to talk about it. And it's good. And after all that, conversion is good. Huskies now lead 37-28. While they talk about all that, we'll take another look at that Drake Elliott touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
What? Crappy rest.
And now your Ashe County 4 drive summary. 6 plays, 51 yards, a 1-yard touchdown run by Drake Elliott to give the Huskies a 37-28 lead.
This must be their first ball game, so I
Huskies do have a new kicker.
couldn't get hands on the heart attack yet.
That's number 2, Cesar Martinez, on to kick for the Huskies. The sophomore, I think he's the JV kicker. Here he's a pretty good wide receiver on the JV team. Looks like an athletic kid. And it's a good kick. And he kicks it down to the 10, the 5. He's going to roll out of bounds, but I'm okay. I'd rather give it to him in the 35 than the 48 like they have the last 2 plays. So. North Wilkes will take over from the 35-yard line. Huskies lead 37-28.
North Wilkes will begin this drive on the 35-yard line.
Oh.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Vikings. They trail by 9. 1st and 10. 4 wide receivers. And they're going deep down the sideline. It is, Jacob Miller had a chance to intercept it, and then it just bounces through the Vikings wide receiver's hands. If he catches it, there's no one behind him. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. Probably see a lot more. We're probably going to have to try to throw the ball down the field. I don't think got enough time to just run it and make up 9 points. And they throw it, and it's batted down. Could have been intercepted there by Bear. He just bats it down.
3rd down coming up now for North Wilkes.
It's 3rd and 10 now for the Vikings. Huskies fans making a lot of noise here on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to bring pressure up the middle with Blevins. He gets rid of the football, and it falls incomplete. And there is a flag down at about the 40-yard line. Personal foul against the Huskies. I guess it's a late hit. Not real sure. Either way, that'll move the ball up for the Vikings. Be 1st and 10, just shy of the 50 for the Vikings. Takes to throw. Chipman's looking to throw. He's got all kinds of pressure. He's just going to get rid of it, and it's picked off by Austin Poe. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20. He cuts back at the 10, and he's going to go in for a Husky touchdown. And that may be the nail in the coffin. Pick 6 by Austin Poe. We talked about it earlier. He didn't play a lot of defense, but tonight he's come up big on the defensive side of the football. It's his 2nd interception tonight, and that is a pick 6 going the other way. And we'll see Peterson come on for the PAT.
How long was that? Busting my bubbles over here, Greg.
I hope I got it. I'm sitting here watching it. You know, I'm looking at the
it's
camera.
hard to do. You can't see crap out of these touch screens.
Peterson on for the PAT is up, and it is good.
Peterson's extra point through the upright.
His extra point is good, and it makes the score 44-28 Ashe County. In a game that's just really turned around the last few drives. Huskies were trailing 28-22, and then they've just kind of opened it up and put down 22 unanswered points on the board. Take a look at that Austin Poe interception on our Greens Excavating Instant Replay.
3-1 on Monday, but on Wednesday they defeated the Trojans of Allegheny by a score of 10-1.
So we'll see Cesar Martinez come on for the kickoff. Once again for the Huskies. Huskies comfortably in the lead now, 44-28. And Martinez's kickoff is all the way down to the 10. Good kick. It's taken by Church. He's up across the 25. He's going to be tackled at about the 23.
Church on the kickoff return brings the ball up to the.
So barring some kind of unforeseen miracle, Huskies are going to go 3-0 in the conference here in Mountain Valley Conference play with a big game against Wilkes Central at Wilkes Central next Friday night. And looks like right now Elkin may hold on and beat Wilkes Central, which is good for the Huskies. That means they're going to have the outright lead going to Wilkes Central next Friday night. And handoff. Looks like they've got some clean jerseys in there for North Wilkes. They've got a backup quarterback in, number 24, Zach Wyatt. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 160. But the Huskies are going to go to Wilkes Central leading the conference, and they're going to now have a 10-game Mountain Valley Conference winning streak going to Wilkes Central. It's been a long time since Ashe County's lost a Mountain Valley Conference game. Handoff to number 4 on the left side, or right side, excuse me, and he's going to be tackled. That number 4 is Elijah Johnson. Stopped by Gabe Bear on that side.
Little gain on that play. 3rd down now for the Vikings.
3rd and 11. And I guess you could say North Wilkes has conceded the loss with all these fresh players in. And I don't blame them for bringing in these guys in. Don't want to get one of your starters hurt with a game that's out of hand. Not much time left. Handoff is number 33. That's Ben Winters. And he's going to be tackled in the backfield once again. We're going to bring up forward and even longer now.
Winters on the carry. Brought down by Gabe Bayer.
Bayer on the tackle once again for the Huskies.
We'll bring up a 4th down now for North Wilkes.
Looks like North Wilkes is going to punt. Fourth and 13. And we'll take a look at some stats as they punch the ball away. Dawson Cox tonight was 21 of 31 with 248 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Punt rolls dead at the 49-yard line.
And now we're doing our Dr. Pepper player of the game. It's going to be number 1, Austin Poe. He has had a great night catching the football. He's ran in some PATs. He's got the pick 6, played some defense. So we're going to give their Dr. Pepper player of the game to Austin Poe. Cock hands off to Kraus. It's going to be across the 50. And going to be tackled right there. Kraus had a good game tonight for the Huskies. I mean, the whole team's played well tonight. They had struggled with some drives that stalled out and some turnovers, but overall, I think it's been a great team victory. And the defense held North Wilkes under their average because if you look at the scoreboard, 28 points on the board, but 7 of those was given up on special teams, so really only gave up 21 points. Kraus gets to carry once again. He's across the 45 to the 40. He's down the sideline at the 30, and good job by Kraus staying in bounds, make sure that clock keeps running. Hampton applauds that effort, and he's calling for the victory formation. Kraus on the night, 20 attempts, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, his longest long carry of 50 yards. One thing we did forget to mention when we gave out Cox's number, he did have a rushing touchdown tonight. Drake Elliott had 4 carries, but 2 of them for touchdowns. And we'll see Cox come out and take a knee. Keenan Witherspoon had 83 yards receiving tonight. Manning had 95, Poe with 53, and Thomas Ballard had a touchdown, 15 yards.
44-28 Ashe County.
That's going to wrap it up here at Ashe County. Huskies come out with a big victory tonight here at homecoming, 44-28.
We'll be back here at
Next week they do travel down the mountain to Wilkes Central,
our next home game against East Wilkes.
and which a game that have first place implications. So I'm Dusty Farmer, and that's going to do it here from Ashe County. We'll see you next week on the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week.